first half. Now here's Rooney! Oh my goodness me! That is one of the strikes of the season!
In 1993, an 8-year-old boy was playing in the Liverpool School League, standing out for his skill and passion for football. Despite his young age and small stature, this boy showed an unusual talent for the sport, finishing the season with 72 goals and breaking the all-time record at that time. This record would not be surpassed until 2010, highlighting the extraordinary ability of the young player. From that moment on, the boy made it his life's mission to score goals. His name was Wayne Rooney, 89 years old, an Everton scout, impressed by Rooney's skills during a match at a boys' club, wasted no time in taking action. After speaking with his kindly parents, he arranged visits to Everton's training grounds. Meanwhile, Liverpool had also shown interest in the young prodigy, prompting Everton to expedite their approach. When Rooney arrived at the training ground, the club staff was prepared to calm him, assuming that, like most children, he would be nervous in such a situation. However, Rooney surprised everyone by stepping onto the field without any trace of anxiety, as if he were already accustomed to such an experience. Eventually, he signed a contract with Everton, displaying an impressive calmness for someone of his age. This bond with his childhood club would last until, at 16, Rooney made his professional debut against Tottenham Hotspur. In that first match, he received an assist, a harbinger of what would come throughout his career. Despite the jeers and chants from Tottenham fans whenever he touched the ball, Rooney was not intimidated. Soon, he scored his first goal for Everton, becoming the youngest goalscorer in the club's history. His name began to resonate in the football world, attracting significant attention. Amidst all these achievements, Rooney received an invitation to join the Republic of Ireland national team, which he declined with a firm declaration. He considered himself English through and through. Just before turning 17, Rooney scored a last-minute goal against Arsenal, ending the Gunners' 30-match unbeaten streak and becoming the youngest goalscorer in Premier League history. This milestone earned him the BBC Young Sports Personality of the Year award and a £14,000 weekly contract with Everton. Despite his loyalty to Everton, after one more season with the club, Rooney requested a transfer, even though Everton offered him a £50,000 weekly contract. That summer, Rooney participated in his first tournament with England, Euro 2004, and quickly became a regular in the national team during the qualifying rounds. In the tournament, he scored 2 goals against Switzerland, becoming the youngest player to score in a European championship. However, his tournament participation was cut short by an injury in the quarterfinal match against Portugal, where England was eliminated on penalties. Despite this disappointment, his performances at the Euros were impressive enough to earn him a place in the tournament's team. Eventually, Rooney chose Manchester United as his next destination. The club paid a record fee of £26 million for his transfer, making him the most expensive teenager in history at that time. This achievement was even more notable as Manchester United had set the previous record the season before by signing Portuguese star Cristiano Ronaldo for £12 million. Great players often need time to prove their worth, but Rooney proved to be an exception from the start in a Champions League match against Fenerbahce. Ryan Giggs opened the scoring for Manchester United, and Rooney took over by scoring 2 goals in quick succession. The first was a magnificent left-footed shot, and the second a right-footed strike from outside the area that left the goalkeeper with no chance. Not satisfied with this, Rooney stepped up to take a free kick that left everyone astonished. His performance was so brilliant that it helped Manchester United win the match, making him the youngest player in history to score a hat-trick in the Champions League. Despite Manchester United being eliminated from all competitions that season and finishing third in the league, Rooney shone individually, becoming the team's top scorer despite being a teenager in a squad filled with giant talents like Ruud van Nistelrooy, Diego Forlan, Ryan Giggs, and even a young Cristiano Ronaldo. Rooney was not only recognized for his talent at Manchester United, but also for his performance in the league, which earned him the PFA Young Player of the Year award. His second season at the club was slightly better, as Manchester United managed to win the League Cup and finish as runners-up in the Premier League. However, his season was marred by a metatarsal injury suffered in a match against Chelsea, which jeopardized his participation in the World Cup. Despite initial fears, Rooney managed to get fit in time to start for England in the World Cup, although it was clear he was not at 100%. He went the entire tournament without scoring, and England was eliminated once again by Portugal in the quarterfinals. The match became famous for Rooney's red card following an altercation with Portuguese defender Ricardo Carvalho, in which Rooney stepped on Carvalho's groin after bringing him down. To make matters worse, his Manchester United teammate Cristiano Ronaldo was seen urging the referee to send Rooney off, which infuriated the British press. Despite feeling disappointed by Ronaldo's actions, Rooney calmed the waters by stating that, although he was unhappy with his teammates' betrayal, he understood that they were not teammates at that time. The following season started with a dry spell for Rooney, who went 10 games without scoring before breaking his drought with a hat-trick against Bolton. Despite the World Cup incidents, Rooney and Ronaldo established themselves as the most feared duo in the Premier League, topping the goal-scoring charts with a combined total of 31 goals, leading Manchester United to the Premier League title and the Champions League. Manchester United reached the semi-finals, where they defeated AC Milan 3-2 at home with 2 goals from Rooney and another from Ronaldo. However, the return leg at San Siro was disastrous, with the team suffering a 3-0 defeat and being eliminated from the competition. The following season would be crucial for Rooney, despite an injury that kept him out for 6 weeks. He returned to the field, forming a formidable partnership with Ronaldo and new signing Carlos Tevez, creating one of the most feared attacking trios football had seen. Unfortunately, the first half of the season was plagued with injuries, causing Rooney to miss several games. Despite this, Manchester United managed to win the Premier League again and reach the Champions League final after defeating Barcelona in the semi-finals. In the final, they faced Chelsea, and although the match was intense, Manchester United emerged victorious in the penalty shootout, with Edwin van der Sar saving the decisive penalty, making Manchester United the European champions. This achievement was monumental, but the attention focused on Cristiano Ronaldo, who was the tournament's top scorer, with double the goals of Rooney. The following summer, Ronaldo moved to Real Madrid, marking a significant shift in Rooney's style of play. With Ronaldo out of the team, Rooney took on a more central role in Manchester United's attack, becoming the team's leading scorer. This led him to surpass most of his goal records, reaching 24 goals in the Premier League and 34 in all competitions. However, the season did not end the way Rooney had hoped. An injury sustained in a Champions League match against Bayern Munich affected his performance, and Manchester United lost in the quarterfinals due to the away goals rule, being knocked out of the competition. Despite this disappointment, Rooney was awarded the PFA Player of the Year, solidifying his status as one of the best players in the world in 2010. Rooney was named captain of the England national team for the first time in a friendly against Brazil, and he led the team in that year's World Cup. However, England was eliminated in the round of 16 by Germany, and Rooney went the entire tournament without scoring a goal. The following season began with a major controversy between Rooney and Manchester United, reaching the point where Rooney requested a transfer. Although he eventually retracted and signed a new contract, the situation left a mark on his relationship with the club and the fans. Despite the ups and downs of his career, Wayne Rooney remains one of the most iconic and talented players England has produced. His goal-scoring ability and passion for the game have made him a prominent figure in football history. From his beginnings at Everton to his success at Manchester United and his role in the national team, Rooney has left an indelible mark on the world of football. Wayne Rooney, after hanging up his boots, has embarked on an interesting and challenging journey as a professional coach. From the beginning of his coaching career, Rooney has displayed a determination and vision that reflect his experience as one of the standout footballers of his generation. His dream of one day managing Manchester United, the club that crowned him a legend, motivates him to continue growing in his coaching career. Rooney's coaching career began at Derby County, a club in the EFL Championship, the second tier of English football. In January 2021, after a brief period as a player coach, Rooney took on the role of head coach. The club was facing a challenging situation both on and off the field, with financial problems affecting the team's stability. Despite these adversities, Rooney emerged as a leader capable of inspiring his players, drawing the best from them in difficult circumstances. During his time at Derby County, Rooney faced the challenge of keeping the team in the championship despite a points deduction due to the club's financial situation. Although he could not prevent relegation to League One, Rooney was praised for his ability to manage an almost impossible situation and his commitment to the team. His tenure at Derby was a valuable experience that allowed him to learn and develop his coaching skills. In 2022, Rooney made the leap to Major League Soccer, MLS, taking the helm of DC United, the club where he had ended his playing career. His return to the United States as a coach was seen as a strategic move to continue developing in a less pressured environment than English football. At DC United, Rooney began to implement his playing philosophy, characterized by intensity, teamwork, and a winning mentality. Despite the ups and downs in his first year in MLS, Rooney has shown a notable ability to adapt to different leagues and contexts. His focus on developing young players and his willingness to experiment with different tactical systems have attracted attention from observers and critics. Although DC United has not achieved outstanding results under his guidance, Rooney's work is seen as a long-term project, with the aim of building a competitive and cohesive team. Since taking on leadership roles in football, Rooney has not hidden his ambition to one day return to Manchester United as a coach. This dream is deeply rooted in his love for the club and his desire to continue his legacy at Old Trafford. This time from the sidelines. Although he is aware that managing a club of United's magnitude requires exceptional skills and experience, Rooney has shown a willingness to take the necessary steps to reach that level. Manchester United, a club with a rich history and constant pressure to deliver results, represents the ultimate challenge for any manager. For Rooney, managing United would not only be the culmination of his career as a coach, but also an opportunity to give back to the club that gave him so much during his time as a player. His dream of leading Manchester United back to the top of English and European football is a goal that motivates every step of his development as a coach, as a manager. Rooney has also shown a natural ability to influence the new generation of footballers. His experience as a Premier League player and his deep understanding of the game allow him to connect with young players in a way that few can. Rooney understands the challenges modern footballers face, from media pressures to performance expectations, and uses that understanding to guide and motivate his players. At Derby County and DC United, Rooney has worked closely with young talents, helping them develop not just as footballers but as professionals with the right mindset to succeed. His ability to identify and nurture emerging talent is a key aspect of his coaching approach and something he will continue to develop as he progresses in his career. Looking to the future, Rooney's coaching career promises to be as exciting and challenging as his time on the pitch. While managing Manchester United remains his ultimate goal, the path to that destination will be filled with learning and growth. Rooney has repeatedly demonstrated that he possesses the resilience, tactical intelligence, and passion necessary to succeed in football, both as a player and as a coach. His time at Derby County and DC United is just the beginning of what could be an illustrious coaching career. Over time, and with the right opportunities, Rooney has the potential to become one of the great managers of his generation. And while the journey may be long and full of challenges, the dream of managing Manchester United will provide him with the motivation to keep moving forward, learning, and evolving with each step along the way, Rooney's journey to the Old Trafford dugout is a story still being written, and it will surely be closely followed by Manchester United fans and football enthusiasts alike. That's all for today. Thank you for watching our video. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Stay tuned for our next exciting content about the world of sports. If you have any questions or suggestions, leave them in the comments. See you next time.